Top of the evening, everybody. Welcome back to Stay Shady. I'm your host, Chris, and I have three wonderful people in the building. What's your name, everybody?
Hey, it's Rachel.
Hey, it's Monet.
Hey, it's Lonnie.
And you see, we just lit. You feel the energy? I know y'all can't see us, but we are too lit. So, hopping into this little, podcast or whatever, we're going to go into the first topic. We have, if y'all know Aunt Becky from Full House, you're going to know today. So, we have Lori Loughlin.
Loughlin.
I can never pronounce.
Sorry, I was a Full House stan
Sorry.
from ages
I'm sorry.
8
Okay.
to 12.
Okay, Full House was like a singular step. I didn't even go give them a whole step. It was a half a step. No, quarter of a step.
Oh my
can we
God.
get to above
Monet.
Friends?
Oh, okay, yes.
Okay.
I would put it just above Friends, but only because Friends is a travesty.
Okay. I'm going to continue the story. My bad, everybody.
We'll talk about that later.
All I'm saying is that it's trash.
Lori Loughlin, she's in this little college admission scandal. So I'm just going to break it down what happened was. So what happened was Loughlin and her husband and a few others, not a few, dozens of people involved, were accused of paying $500,000 in bribes in order for their daughters, Olivia Jade, y'all might know her as, YouTube Sensation, and Isabel Rose to get into the University of Southern California.
Quite honestly, don't know why they tried so hard. USC is
Not even the best.
It's not really it's a school. I'm not one to feed into college elitism, but really, if you're going to try your hardest to get your kids into some school, USC, really?
I'm curious about it because I'm like, you overpaid.
For real. 500. They probably just they walked in.
No, but they didn't overpay. They're actually gaining athletic benefits, being passed as rowers, for the rowing team of USC.
Yeah, and they didn't even actually participate.
Yeah, even though there's no evidence of them even holding a little paddle.
I was going to say, there's no pictures of them in boats.
No, here's the thing. So, there was somebody else who's a part of this scandal who paid, $50,000. They overpaid, is what I'm saying.
It's just they probably
someone
walked up
was solidly they were high middle class, and they were here's some money, put my kid in, and they're like, yeah, and then they paid that much.
Oh, that was them. I don't. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They overpaid. They just overpaid.
I don't know, but
despite the fact that it was fraud, they overpaid.
They were kind of just okay, how much do you want? And they were like, how much do you want to give us? And they were like, $500K, and they were like, yeah, we'll go with that.
Don't talk about it to anybody else. In the same way, they're like, don't talk about your salary with anyone else.
But she was released on $1 million bond this past Wednesday after appearing in federal court in Los Angeles for her role in the college admission scandal, and is said to be back in court on the 29th in Boston to be charged.
Oh,
it's funny because one of her daughters, Olivia Jade, is a YouTube personality. Earlier in August, she literally made statements saying she was a fan to she wasn't a fan of going to class and was just wanted to party and experience game days and all that good stuff. And I'm like, so you didn't even want to go to class? Okay, but so Loughlin was dropped from the parent company of Hallmark, which is Crown Media, announcing that they're cutting ties with her. And she lost all the movie and TV deals she had because she did have stuff coming up and she was, a part of. But that is long gone at this point. Reports also say that Olivia Jade and Isabella Rose have dropped out of USC following the scandal because they were afraid of being bullied over the scandal. Ironically, there was an episode of Full House called Being True to Your Preschool where Becky, which is Loughlin's character, took the moral high road after her husband Jesse lied to get their twin boys into this prestige preschool. So I'm like, wow.
Oh my gosh, I remember that episode.
So I was ironic because what you doing? What you doing? You're scamming. Okay, you took the.
I wonder if that means the Full House reboot is gonna end on Netflix.
Is she in it?
Yeah, she was in it.
Is.
I think all of the original cast except for Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen are a part of the show. And it's I understand why they didn't want to be a part of it, but
because that creepy man, what's his name?
And
Bob
also, they're
Saget.
too busy.
Yeah.
Also, they are too busy.
Yeah, they have other
What are
things
they
to
doing
do.
now?
They're like...
They're doing fashion stuff.
Yeah, they do fashion design.
They don't need to be in a Netflix series.
Yeah, they don't need to... I don't even think they live in this country, period.
I think they were like they appeared in the Met Gala the other year, like what, last year. They're like they're modeling, they're doing the little fashionista things,
good.
everything else. And
I don't know. I just don't pay them that much attention because they've
Honestly.
never been like worth my attention.
Oh no, same. But
Michelle was my favorite character on this show, so like when I heard she wasn't gonna be in the reboot, I was like, whatever. I wasn't gonna watch it, but like now I'm really not gonna watch it.
yeah. But I mean, we already said our thoughts, but we can go ahead and just ransack this chick. But like, I just like.
Why you said it like that?
Okay, my bad. And no violence, no threatening. I'm just saying, like.
So I can't go throw a brick through a window.
Maybe you don't.
Okay. Just
Mostly as like
we at UF don't support that.
Yes, we at the University of Florida do not support any claims of violence.
Even when it's deserved, it's okay.
Yeah.
However,
No, I stand by hurting rapists. I stand by that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stand
no.
by it.
No.
Anyone's that tries to hurt you.
Yeah, no.
kick anyone's what?
Booty.
Oh, sorry, buttocks, because apparently
Buttocks.
we can't say it.
Derriere.
Derriere. Oh God. Derriere.
I just think it's really funny how, like, these two kids that, like, probably didn't even want to go to college in the first place were kind of just, like, forced into it because their parents were like, well, I guess we have money. We can buy our way into anything.
Yeah, and it's funny because, like, Olivia Jade was literally seen partying on the boat of the dean because the dean's daughter and her are best friends, talking about, like, getting lit like a tit. And can I say tit?
No,
I
don't think so.
Lit like an itch.
Seriously?
I don't have a list, but
I know,
I'm gonna say probably
Oh,
not.
come on.
She didn't-
Tit is not a curse word.
I don't think so, but I don't.
It also could be marked under obscene. Now is not the time for this conversation.
God.
That's all I'm saying. Now is not time.
My bad, everybody. Well, lit like an itch. So yeah, I just think that she didn't even want to go to class to begin with. Her sister did was they're actually for real, like trying to do her career, but both, regardless.
I wonder if one sister knew and one didn't.
No. I'm pretty sure they both knew. I'm
Really?
pretty sure they were
Okay.
full in on this, and they knew what they were doing, and they're like, okay, let's see, because we have a little power. I guess we have a little power, a little bit. We can just flex it, and they flex it too hard, and they got a little they tore something. That's what it was, because they knew, and they wanted to see how far they can get with it, and haha, guess what? What is in the dark comes in the light.
But imagine, like, what if this had been years, past, their degrees and stuff? Do you think they would have had them revoked?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No.
But,
Why? 'Cause
imagine...
of privilege?
Can you?
I don't think they care that much. I just don't think they care that much.
I don't know, because one mom was...
It's USC.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I just don't think they care that much.
That's kind of like FIU or, FAU, trying to, go after someone for something like this.
Wait, are we assuming that they had the ability to get the degree in the first place?
Like they were going to class.
Yeah,
and
they were
blah, blah.
going to do everything they had to do to get their degree.
Yeah.
One wasn't.
Or are we assuming that their parents were gonna just bankroll their whole education, not just their admissions?
I think it was just for the admissions.
Admissions, yeah.
I think they just wanted their kids to have a surefire
one of them
win.
It was my understanding that only one of them is out there just I ain't doing anything, but the other one is presumably actually doing things.
Yeah.
Then there's no reason to have hers revoked. She was a part of it, but she's also very probably an unwilling participant. It's not fair for her to have her degree revoked when she did all of the work for it.
Yeah.
You're
true.
right. You're right.
I
But
also wonder who was doing other the party ones homework. I'm just curious.
she didn't get a chance to do it, really. They just got
Were they admitted this year?
I think, because this is recent.
Well, it could have been found out recently, but they've been there for they could be sophomores.
Yeah,
for all we know.
that's why I brought up the question of what if this had been discovered years after their graduation.
I don't think that you shouldn't be punished for someone else's crime. Mm-hmm. You did your time. Here, you did the thing. You got a whole degree, so you should be able to keep your degree, even if your parents did pay through admissions.
Well, I mean, she's 19 years old. I couldn't find, like, years.
So she could be...
Our age.
Yeah.
So sophomore.
Like, I don't expect her to be anything more than, like, a sophomore.
Yeah.
However, like, she didn't commit the crime, so leave her alone.
And that's that on that.
Like, it kind of sucks to have to say it that way, because it's entirely your privilege that got you there, and it shouldn't have happened in the first place. But as long as she's not, like, complicit in the activity, it's not particularly, like, my biggest concern.
I know her parents. I know. So, like, part of this was, like, they wanted the kid to go to a good school. They were saying that Arizona State University wasn't a good school. It's not a good school.
Oh my gosh, any school is a good school. It's just like their kids probably just didn't have the grades for the school that they wanted them to go to. But
Yeah,
it's even then, it's like USC though. It's like compared to Arizona State. It's like, really, what are you looking at USC that is just so much better?
Okay, this is one of Olivia Jade's videos. It's her last day of high school. It was posted in 2018, so she would have been an incoming freshman.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So she did not get to do any college bits.
Dang. So it was over just as it began.
Yep.
Hey, I see Arizona State's University. Oh God.
Well,
Sorry, y'all. Arizona.
she didn't get to do much of her college.
She did some of it.
But she did
A whole semester
some
at
of it,
least.
which means that, like, the other one probably had
Well-
time to prove that they deserved to be there.
I mean, she also said, I don't know how much school I'm going to attend, but I'm going to go in and talk to my deans and everyone and hope that I can try and balance it all. But I do want the experience of, like, game days and partying. I don't really
Balance it
care about
all.
school, as you guys all know.
Balance it all? What
Wait,
are
is
you
this,
doing?
is this the party twin?
This
or
is the party twin, yes.
yeah, then, like,
With
I'm
eight-
not talking about
That's
her.
what-
I'm talking about,
No, that's who I was talking about, though, when I said
yeah.
She
last day of
talks-
high school, 2018.
She talks like someone that has such an incredibly busy schedule, and I'm just like, you do absolutely nothing. Like, why do you need to go in and, like, talk to your deans and shit when literally
I have
all you're
never
going to be
talked to a
doing is,
dean.
like, binge drinking? No, she's talking out of her.
I have never talked to a dean.
I considered going to see the, like, dean of my college, and then even President Fox after, like, last semester happened. It's like, somebody about to get fired.
That's
I
a lot of
don't
personal
know.
tea.
So mad.
All right.
Well, I just read something. Okay, we're gonna get into R. Kelly situation pretty soon, but now we gonna get into R. Kelly stuff now. So, Lonnie, do you want to get into some of the juiciness of R.
Oh,
Kelly's situation
God.
recently?
That's
Update?
tiring.
That is so tiring. Well, basically, the judge, most recently in the most recent update about this, the judge actually allowed for cameras to be seen in the courtroom during the trial. And while that is definitely, I feel like it feeds into the why can't I talk? Sensationalization. Why is that such a complicated word? I don't think it is a word either, but, like, listen, I'm getting, like, the bare
I'm pretty
minimum
sure
of an
that
education here. Like, you can't blame me. But, yeah, so I feel like it feeds into that just a little bit. But also, it's kind of just like, we cannot let this man sneak by us again. Like, I know the justice system is so incredibly flawed, but it's like, can I just have this one thing? Can I just see this man rot? Please. I don't ask for much.
Me at the universe,
listen,
like,
I am.
it is a word.
It is. Hey, nice.
I am so shocked that he was acquitted of his charges in 2008. Like,
It's just because, like,
No,
to this day.
no. I think if I'm not going to be like, screw the courts for that, it's almost certainly like a product of the fact that, like, people are like, hate the artist, not the music. And I'm like,
after
who you think still making money when you listen to that?
I was watching, I didn't really want to watch it, but, like, I so happened upon, like, the Surviving R. Kelly documentary. And so I watched a few episodes of it, came to some conclusions of my own, but then, like, as I kept going about my day,
I think
Ignition was stuck in my head, and I just had to keep, like, pointing at myself in the mirror, and I was like, no, you are not going to sing this song. No more. But, yeah, it's kind of just like, I understand why some people would be against this whole thing being recorded, but it's like at the same time, I want to see the look on his face when he finds out he's gonna die in jail. I want to hold that so close to my heart at night.
That got really dark.
Okay.
No.
You that man is just gonna be sinking from jail. That's all that's gonna be.
No.
All them people gonna be real mad about being like, you know how like prisons be having choirs? They gonna be mad. Like whoever the head is right now is gonna be mad that they're not head no more. That's what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And he gonna drop a single from jail, and y'all be like,
no, listen. He got frantic because when I think he was going into.
Okay, wait. That interview was so funny.
Oh no, not the interview. Just like. The fact that when he was first going to turn himself in, he looked so nervous. Like you could tell those little tattoo sweat bullets going down his face.
Oh yeah.
He knew that if
like Jordan Peele in that one skit, when like all of like the sweat is just like pouring down.
No, he was fretting and stressing because he knew that, we got you, buddy. We got you.
I'm the buddy.
We got you.
It's like, you must have thought.
No. The interview with
Gail King.
Gail. Oh my gosh, Robert.
Robert killed me.
Oh my god.
I was like, I don't even know what to do with that.
I know everyone just like calling him Robert, and I was just like, okay, can we not?
He was acting like a whole banshee. And she said, I'm not feeding into that foolery.
Yeah, that was I don't know. I watched that clip with Paul, and I was like, this is very disturbing. I am very distressed watching this.
Wait, what were we watching?
The interview.
With Gail?
Yeah.
With Gail.
Like, a lot of it was, like...
Just the hysterics. I was like, this is really uncomfortable to watch.
Oh, my God. I didn't watch it.
I wasn't even stressed out about it. I was just really annoyed at, like, that interview obviously could have gone better, but, like, I think my biggest annoyance was, like, him making himself the victim in that situation. Like, you're not the victim. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Did the grapevine... So he actually said he would agree to the interview if he wasn't asked any questions about the late great Aaliyah.
Oh wow!
His first
what a coward!
First documented victim.
Can I ask a separate question? I didn't watch the entire thing. Do you know if she asked about Aaliyah? Because I don't remember her asking.
No. Because he said he would agree to do it if he wasn't asked those questions.
Okay. So if that was the only stipulation, all I'm saying is that your crisis manager probably after that interview should not have been like, I'm quitting my job.
Yeah.
It should not have been like a Michael Cohen-esque, I might just end up in jail for this. It shouldn't be like that. Your crisis manager is there to manage crisis, not manage you losing your mind on TV. It's not. God. That's not what they're there for. You created another crisis. For this crisis manager thing. God, whoever.
Imagine how many people they had to go through to try to find one person
to support
support this man's fucking problems.
Listen, you know that
anyone a lot of people do anything for a paycheck.
Yeah,
oh my God,
you know he's getting a fat check. No,
it's got to be a fat check for you to be able to send somebody $100K and be like, get me out of jail.
Oh yeah.
Despite the fact that man does not, for whatever reason, want to pay his back child support. All I'm saying is that if you can pay $100K to get out of jail, and then you can do it again because you went back to jail, all I'm saying is that maybe you should pay your bills. Them still your kids. Pay your bills.
So listen, Robert Kelly, you decided to talk about this ain't about no music, this ain't about the artist, this is about seeing my kids, but you sitting here not paying your child support. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
That part.
It's about your kids. It's about your kids.
Yeah.
What all that money you owe that lady?
Oh.
No, it's for real. Cause I when he was sentenced for child support, I said, wait, wasn't this the same dude on the Gail interview talking about I need to see my kids?
But hold on, how much does he owe in back child support?
And it's also bruh, your kids don't want to see you. You ruined their lives.
I don't want to see you.
You ruin everyone around you. You realize that, right? You are a plague.
Wow, that was a lot.
I wouldn't say quite plague.
Really?
Infectious disease, like gonorrhea,
but
not a plague.
Wait,
crabs.
You're an STI. Hello.
He's like a bad case of crabs. They just keep on coming.
Ooh,
I hate that.
It was $21,000 a month. How old his kids?
Grown.
I know.
How many months old are his children?
160,000?
No.
160,000? At least.
So that means that, like, he owes, like, a good amount of money. Okay, so one of them, that man has got an unfortunate name. So, like, okay, so Jay Kelly is 19, Joanne Kelly is 21, 17-year-old is Robert Kelly Jr., and I that's where I was like, wow,
Poor
your name is
babe.
unfortunate.
Go to the courts and get that changed.
My man is eventually going to be like, I got to change my name.
Yeah.
Or he could be like, R. Kelly Part 2, maybe he could sing.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
But
Maybe
minus
he's
the
only
bad
good.
things,
He's the
please.
only good thing to come from that name.
Okay. Bear with me on this thought. What if R. Kelly Jr. is talented and has learned, don't be abusive and stuff and bad things. So it's like R. Kelly gets a redemption arc, except not. It's like R. Kelly,
His
alternate
name
universe
gets a
where
redemption.
he gets a redemption arc. Oh, I love that.
Is he still rotten or no?
No, it's his
No,
son.
not his son. The
His
main
son,
one.
his son would be alternate universe R. Kelly, where R. Kelly gets a redemption. Original R. Kelly would be rotting in jail.
Well, but let's say his son's just not talented. What happens then?
Oh, he can live his own life.
Oh.
Change his name. But I'm saying, if he keeps R. Kelly and he has talent and understands that he will get in trouble if he does bad things, alternate universe R. Kelly where he gets a redemption arc. I would watch that.
Yeah, his kids are not. His kids are, like, estranged from him, which...
I don't blame him.
Probably for the better.
Well, I'm just looking
he
at
says
his face
he's,
right
like,
now. He's so
a whole
gross.
pedophile.
Probably for the better. Okay. I don't even remember.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Well, Pete Davidson talked about the case. I don't like Pete Davidson,
But he made a point.
but he made some points. And
About what?
About what? Yeah.
Okay.
It was mixing with not R. Kelly, but Michael Jackson. It was like,
Well, he was talking about both of them.
yeah, he was like, at some point you have to admit that they're bad people.
Dang.
Like, at some point you just have to.
I actually don't know much about Michael Jackson's allegations.
He has some new stuff come up.
Some new stuff. Dang.
I'm really afraid to find out that stuff because I'm still holding out that Michael was innocent. Anyways, not talking about him right now. But Pete was also like kind of making a case. And he's like,
It was a new documentary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Something about Neverland.
The two
Yeah.
accusers, yeah.
Yeah, Escaping Neverland or something like that. Okay, we'll circle back. We'll circle back
Leaving.
around. Okay, Leaving. Whatever.
Name of the documentary is lame.
Doesn't
but, like,
matter.
We can work on it.
Okay, but Pete was also saying like at some point, not that you just have to accept like listening to like R. Kelly or Michael Jackson's music can still be okay as long as you like recognize that they're bad people. So that he's like separating the artist and
Their work. See, now, I'd be more willing to agree if it was more along the lines of, like, oh, they were just, like, really mean. Not like you were out here, like, raping people.
I mean, he says he still listens to R. Kelly.
Yeah, I know. And
Who
Pete
still
Davidson
listens
is
to R.
not
Kelly?
like
Pete Davidson.
Ugh, yeah.
But
It's like
what
every
he says
time he
is
takes one step forward, he takes three back.
Well, no, okay, so, like,
Monopoly.
Pete Davidson is, his job is entirely to, he's, like, the person who, and I don't think this is, like, something that they didn't do on purpose. Please note that, like, he's the only one who's, like, openly mentally ill, and he's the only one who says all these wild, crazy things. So, I
Good
don't
point.
think that was not done on purpose. However, his job is entirely to give, to say something that's shocking in a manner that, like, even, like, you don't genuinely laugh at. You kind of laugh at in, like, that nervous laughter sort of way, and then you're so uncomfortable that you end up genuinely laughing at yourself.
Speaking of
That's
that,
how his humor works.
Speaking of that, what he says, if you support the Catholic Church, isn't that kind of the same thing as being an R. Kelly fan? It says exactly that way.
He says it exactly that.
He's
And
like,
I was like, that's
wow.
a point.
He
That's
says-
a point.
Then he says,
What?
I don't
Wow,
really,
that
hold
is
on,
that
hold
is
on,
so
hold on.
much.
He's like, I don't really see the difference. Only one's music
Music
is
is so
significantly better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Holy.
So, like,
Is that being
I
Really?
don't
Holy
think
Lord.
that, like, I don't even think he's wrong. That's a terrible way to say it, but I don't think he's wrong.
I
So,
mean,
like, if you're, like,
truth.
out here, like, yeah,
I'm
the
sipping
Catholic
that
Church
tea.
slaps. No. Like, that's about, like, honestly, if you're like, oh, Catholic Church, like, I'm supporting literally everything these popes do. No,
As someone who was raised Catholic, I can tell you, Catholic Church, don't slap. Like, take it from a person who was forced into Catholicism for most of their life.
All I'm saying is that, like, if you, like, fully support the Catholic Church, you might actually be worse than someone who supports R. Kelly. Ooh. And here's why. There was a lot more victims in the case of the church.
Centuries.
Over centuries, yes.
Centuries of abuse.
Yep.
Oh, and it hasn't stopped. You think after centuries things might have gotten a little bit better, but like, man, like the 70s?
I mean, rough. I will not. I left history for a reason.
This Pope, is it Pope Francis?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. He's like, yeah, we've got a problem with this. And I was like, oh, yay, progress. And he's like, but those, like, pedophile popes are gonna have to, like, pay for that in the next life. And I was like, oh.
So you ain't gonna pull no full scale in, like, you're not gonna do an investigation. You ain't gonna try to pull them out their spots. No.
I mean, he made good progress. Good progress, but not enough.
Yeah.
He, like, literally took, like, the most hands-off approach. That's in God's hands.
He's like, oh. He's like, I mean, probably have to revoke, like, at least 70% of the place.
Because, like, they take every opportunity to be like, oh, I'm the hand of God. I'm going to do
what God wants. Convenient.
Yeah, like, what?
Are you dumb?
I don't know. I just find that, like, there's a sort of, like, humor behind that level of ridiculous irony. Man, like, Kalani's album slaps.
Pete Davidson.
Oh, shoot. That was our next thing.
We'll come back to it.
Oh, Lord
Pete Davidson also says, once we start doing our research, we're not going to have much left because it seems like all really talented people are sick. He cites past scandals involving Charlie Chaplin, Mark Wahlberg, Henry Ford, and, Michael Jackson and...
So here's my thing. He's right in the sense that if we were to remove anyone we by our standards currently, or even by standards then, if we were to remove anyone who was morally short of these things, he's right. We wouldn't have much left. Mm-hmm. I'll take that hit, thanks. And that's how I feel about it. Like, I love Kalani, but if she was, like, out here just, like, if she was out here like Nicki Minaj, I'd have been like, you gotta go. Your music slaps. But you gotta go. You gotta get this.
Yeah, I hear Cardi in the mix.
Young Money.
Like,
Young Money.
I really be out here like, okay, Cardi, I really be like, Cardi on thin ice.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
She ain't even really do nothing. I'm just mad about how she handles her personal life.
Oh, messy.
That's all I got to say. I'm done.
They're doing it for the culture.
Stop.
Figuratively and literally.
Oh no. Oh no. See, hear my nervous level? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Lonnie, go home.
With that being said, thank you so much for tuning into Stay Shady. Again, I'm your host, Chris.
I'm Rachel.
It's Monet.
I'm Lonnie.
And we will be back with you again next week.
Next time.
Thank you so much for tuning in.